Right on the money, baby. Welcome to Devo's Weed Chronicles. Oh, thank you guys. Oh, hey, oh. Oh, thank you guys out there, man, for everything you guys do, man. The donations, the text messages, everything out there, man. You guys are doing, man. I appreciate every single last bit of it. Thank you on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, X. Thank you guys, all of you. This is how I do it, man. And it's for all of you. Dear Lord, I ask that you can bless every ear that can hear, all the rewatchers, Lord, the ones that hear it now, the ones that hear it later. I ask you touch and heal them, the ones that are sick. I ask that you guide them, the ones that are lost. And I ask that you save them, Father, the ones that are addicted. Help us all love each other as we should be loving you. Father, thanks for this plant you've given us, Lord. We use as medicine. All the herbs and spices out there you've created. Thank you, Father. Thank you for growing, caring, and watering the plants that were growing outside, Father. You're doing a great job. It's in Jesus' name I say to the Father, amen. Disclaimer, if you see it on here, don't do it. If you can taste it on here, don't lick it. And if you can stick your finger anywhere on here, man, my suggestion is you better have some rubber gloves on, because if you don't, it can be a bad situation. Welcome to Devo's Weed Chronicles. Let's do it again. Let's go! Yeah, baby, when you walk that way, love comes, baby, when you look that way. Took it down and I'll show you how. Down to the net. No, don't stop, baby. No, just try to the walk and stroke up. Pick that place where it's not down, yeah. Look it down and I'll show you love into the night. No, don't stop there. No, just try it. No, don't stop there. No. Just try it. No, stop there. No, hell no.
Come on! No, stop it!
Oh man, if we could just go back to those days. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, man, back in them days, we didn't wear underwear because it just slowed us down. Rudgy. A lot of people knew the band at the free clinic. A couple of members were frequent flyers, had frequent miles. I learned way before that. You better wrap it before you tap it. And it wasn't because of a disease. I was 18 going on 19. And I guess decided I wanted to be a father. After that little incident, I never did it again without a condom. You got to wrap it before you tap it, baby. I ain't kidding you. Especially these days. But thank goodness, I'm married, so I ain't got to worry about none of that crap. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about day. I don't have to worry about, going to titty bars and this and that. Here in a little bit, man, we'll go into detail about what the title of this is. Y'all are you're not going to believe it. Your mind's going to get blown. And then I'm going to come clean on a bunch of stuff between me and the guy that used to do this with me. I'm going to tell you some whys. I've never addressed it. So I am tonight. A little bit here, a little bit there. Don't like drama, and it's not drama, it's fact. I mean, it's fact. I don't want to get into it right now because then if I do, I'll get upset. No, not really. But yeah, it's weird, man. You're going to think I'm lying. And if anybody in here says I'm lying, tomorrow night, I'll have Queen come here and tell the story. Okay? I'll have Queen come in herself and tell what happened to her. And I'll kind of highlight it. But I promise you, man, it's going to blow your mind whenever you hear this. Everybody out there, all of you Devo haters, okay? All of you Devo haters, because I did what I did. Well, look, I have kept my mouth shut. I have bit my tongue. I haven't said anything. But I guess it's time to come clean. After you hear the story that I'm fixing to lay upon you, you're going to go, what? Hey. But anyway, before we get into that, there's a little something. If you see at the bottom of the screen there, called the Chronicles of Devo, man. Enjoy.
Welcome, everyone. I am Devo. Welcome. For those of you who have never been in here, please hit that like button. Follow it with a subscription. Finish it off with the bell. It'd be greatly appreciated. To you new subs, I'm sorry, I'm in anticipation. You new subs. Thank you. And you old ones. And all you followers of Rumble. Thank you. We're stacking over there, man. And it's because people like you. I appreciate it. Upstate and I. All right, I'm trying something a little different. I'm trying out a new strain on a video, and I haven't really tried it out yet. It's called Candy Cane. Okay, Candy Cane. This is a portion of the video. I like to tell my people, smoke them if you got them. Ooh. Yeah. Man, that's got pretty good flavor. I'm going to have to review. What am I doing? Man, that was awesome. Smoking the gum again. Cheers. White dude. I like that. I like the candy cane. All right, guys. This is a story that just has to be told. No, man. This is going to be a story about some dudes that I knew. Okay. There was an older dude, and he ran around. Well, he had a little brother too, and the other dude that lived in this house, they were buddies. So no, man, it's good. I'm gonna get all mixed up if I don't do this right. It was me, my little brother, and another dude. There we go. Wow, that was a rush. All right, my buddy's mom had a certain job. I thought she was like a hitman. I ain't kidding you. She said she was an insurance salesman. But in the middle of the night, the phone would ring. The beeper would go off. Had a special suitcase in the closet. No one ever opened. Slid it out. Boom, she's gone. Leave money on the table for the boys. Need not a note where she was going or nothing. This went on for a long time. Wow, that was good. Anyhow, me, little brother, this dude. When she started doing this, I started hanging out with them. We started trying to play music together, so I had an excuse to be over there with them. These guys are pretty good. Anyway, me being older, I wasn't old enough to buy at this point. Later on I did though. But yeah, we partied. And learned how to clean the house and clean the yard and keep people off the grass and get away with it. You know what I mean? We thought it had going on because she would go off for like 2-3 weeks, but she always called when she was coming. Weird. I never looked in that suitcase either, man. Wow, I wanted to. She was very efficient with a bow and arrow. I seen her. I ain't kidding. I was running this theory by my buddies. You're high. Man, yes, we are, but we was in there playing video games one night, all of us, and the lights were all turned off. Big screen TV, we're sitting on the couch and everything, man, bonging out, playing video games. Phone ring. One of his brothers picks phone. Mom's coming home. Awesome, man. Nobody moved. We're sitting there because we were drinking, but it wasn't like a raging party or not going on. We hit all the roaches, everything's cool. House was spotless. About 45 minutes later, she pulls up. Oh, we didn't smoke pot. We smoked pot now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Even though the screen thing felt knocked out, it was still in the house. We're in there video gaming. First thing she does, she comes in. Hey, boys, they hug her. And we're all on the couch. She goes, hi, gang. Hi, Mom. She'll turn the light on, hang her stuff up and grab her. And the boys grab her suitcase stuff and run it in there. And she goes, just walks in there like that. See, these boys are still in high school, or they're just, I'm out, just got out. They're younger. It was so bad. Now, she didn't catch, this is how she caught us, man. When she left, we were like gods, kings. We had a palace. We threw parties. I mean, it was like when you see a movie in the 80s, but not with 1 million people or nothing. A good 50 crazy rednecks partying, man. Right off the main highway, too, dude. She didn't know not a word. She didn't know. Like I said, man, we kept that place clean. Anyway, they kept my buddies. She went back off to go snuff somebody. Italy. Me and the boys kind of partied hard. I think it was over Memorial or Labor Day weekend, something like that. They were still in school, so they skipped. They got Monday off. They skipped till Thursday. And I told them, I'm sitting there at their house. We stayed there. We practically lived there because we played music there too. Look, man, I just got out of that place. They are going to bust y'all's butt. How are they going to bust their butt? We're at home. We just want to answer the phone. Ain't going to work like that, man. Ain't going to work like that. A few days later, she came back. Somehow, my buddy got her signature on a blank piece of paper. We filled in the rest. Guess who was guardian while she was away? But that also meant I took responsibility for them. The coach, our football coach, showed up at the house, man. We're all laid out like a bunch of seals, Cheetos everywhere, beer cans. He knocks on the door. I walk around, open the door. We're looking at you. He goes, Devo, coach. He said, are you the reason why these boys aren't in school? I said, nope, coach. This is the reason. Look, video games and beer. He loaded them all up. I went down there too. We showed him the paper. Actually, we filled it out all the way down there. Showed him the paper. I'm like, okay, coach. Now look, we don't have a running vehicle. They're all sitting there looking at me. I said, so sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. I'm trying to make excuses. He said, nobody makes excuses. You get them here. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll send the van to get them. That's a good idea, coach. Sure enough, man, it was like beep beep. I was making sandwiches in them by the door like Mr. Bob, man. I ain't kidding. Hey, listen to Leonard Skinner's story, what he did to them boys. I was a prince. I ain't kidding you. Hey, if you like stories like this, please hit that like button and then share.
I really don't understand that guy. But he's funny. That there, my friends, is what I like to call the Chronicles of Devo. Word. Oh, here you go. I'm going to put that up here too. So, listen, here's my hypotheses. Okay. If you donate through, I forgot to add that to this. But anyway, I'm monetized. So if you donate through the YouTube, I have to split it up so many different ways, man. Right? I don't get the whole enchilada. But if you send $2 through Cash App or whatever, I get 98, 97% of that. You know what I mean? Big difference. Just saying. Or buy membership and then just keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? I get some coin doing that too. Yee! Okay. I don't know where to start other than just start. Okay. Here's the deal, Pickle. A long time ago, Upstate talked me into a channel. I didn't really want to do it. Looking back on it, I'm glad I did. It's pretty cool. Am I super big on the internet? No, I'm just a blip. I really don't care. It's a great way to, you know, just talk crap, laugh, have a good time, enjoy it, enjoy herb. The herb part's still growing on YouTube. That's cool. You know what I mean? Luckily, I got in the time when I did so that it was more loose than it was before. But anyway, I literally worked my ass off. If you don't believe me, go to Devo's Weed Chronicle, go to my page, go to videos, and just scroll down. I bet your thumb hurts before you get to the bottom of the last video I ever did, or the first one. I bet there's, I don't know, a couple hundred, maybe 300, 400. I don't know. I did so many videos. I was doing them like 3 times a day, something like that, every day. I don't know. But that's how I built my channel. That's how I got enough subs to be able to do panels and whatnot, which I wasn't a real big fan of panels back then. I just thought it was weird, you know. It looked like Hollywood squares, everybody talking at once and stuff. So, but I wasn't really big on panels. Plus, you know, you never know who you're going to get in, you know, when you go live or when you're new in here and you just start being a panel whore. Doesn't matter what topic, who they are, what they like. You just go to get exposure. You know what I'm saying? Well, I had 2 rules. 2 rules. I didn't want somebody running around acting like me, and that somebody had control of this channel and was doing it. And I didn't catch on to it until, you know, a little bit later, because I was working and stuff. I really didn't know. Wasn't on the internet all day. But I started going to like a chat or something in the evening and saying, hey, you know, what's up? And they'd either say, what's up, Upstate, or maybe Devo. I don't know. I can't tell. And I'm like, what? Why would they think I'm Upstate? So I hit him up about it. And of course, at first he lied about it, but then I kept on and on and on. And then he admitted, yeah, sometimes I do go by there, and that's how you grow your channel. And I said, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't go running around as me. I mean, shit, come on, man. Oh, he only did it about 6, 7 more times. You know, so I was like, dude, come on. Me and him been buddies for a long time. We're still, I don't know now, after I tell you what happened, but I don't know now. But I texted him the other day, unblocked him on my phone, which I blocked him back. We do a live one night. They started getting bad about dropping the link and getting it, you know, people just, and then letting people up and pretending like he knew them and didn't know him from Jack, and then we get porn bombed. You know, shit like that. And I'm like, man, come on, dude, don't let nobody up. I'll do that. Which happened a couple times. And I'm like, come on, man, you know. And then after all that, this is 3 years, 4 years, right, of doing this. We're doing a live one night. He starts, it started after that. He dropped the link, wouldn't say nothing. And then, you know, just drop the link. Some, you know, and wouldn't say, you know, what, hey, man, think we ought to drop the link. He never asked me. He just did it. And that, I didn't like that. I brought that up, told him about it. He didn't give a shit, you know. He don't care. We did a live one night. Something was said out of him, so I killed the live. I go to bed. My phone dings. I look. My channel went live again without me. What the hell? Well, figured out how to kill it. And I started getting all kinds of shorts and everything. So I'm like, all right, listen. I don't care if it hair lips the Pope. I'm done. I don't. It's one thing to be, what kind of hard on you got for me. That's cool. I don't, you can think about me, say about me anything you want, bro. I don't give a shit. You can go on all these different people's panels. You can go and create a panel and get all your buddies up there and slam me and tell me how bad of a person I am for whatever I'm doing. But yet all this time, man, I've held my tongue. Right? I ain't said a damn thing about it. I ain't said nothing about you, what happened, anything. I bit my tongue. And I'm going to let you know right now, if I was told what happened while I was in there, things would have went really bad really quick. But my old lady's pretty smart and didn't say a word to me about it till we got on the other side of town. To have beef with me is one thing. To stalk and weird out somebody is not cool. Queen's in the casino. I'm at my favorite machine. And I didn't have my phone on me. And Queen was calling me into this and that. Mr. Upstate and Mrs. Upstate was in the casino, same casino we were in. I didn't know it. I didn't see him. I didn't know it till we were gone. But Queen will come up on this panel or on here tomorrow night and explain and prove it. That every time she would move, she acted like she didn't know who they were, did not interact with them. And every machine she sat at, they circled the machines, walked right around in circles around the machines, around her, just never said a word. Just stalked her. Every machine she went to. Eventually, she sat down on a machine and Upstate sat right next to her and never said a word. And she got up and she found me and she said, I'm ready. You ready? Yeah. We left and we get on the other side of town and she told me that. I said, in the casino? She said, yeah, they were both stalking me. She said, yeah, I've only met him twice. Once 20 years ago when we were playing golf. And then the last time he came down, that's the only 3 times I've ever met him, ever been around it. And she was very shaken. The way Mrs. Upstate and Upstate was treating her. And like I said, bro, that's not cool, bro. That's not cool at all. It's really not. I mean, you got a problem with me, man, bring it to me. Don't involve somebody that has nothing to do with anything and weird them out, act like a freaking weirdo. But like I said, I have held my tongue. I have said shit on the internet whenever he was on here. People think, oh, I'm belittling him. I'm doing this to him. I'm doing it. No. He's always been that way. On the internet, man, somebody can be, they can be the world's greatest this, an ex that, a Marine sniper, Navy SEAL, anybody can be whatever the hell they want to be on here. Me, I'm just a stoner that has a badass weed channel. Right? That's all. I mean, that's it. But to do that kind of craziness, man, I mean, I always knew you was kind of mentally unstable. But from over in New York, you're fine. I can handle it. But when you bring that bullshit here and you start acting that way around family, I think you cross the line, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know I text you and all this and that. I'm not going up there to Claremore to y'all's little smoke thing. I'm not doing it. Because I'd snap. I know I would. I'd snap. It would have been cool to go up there and just hang out with everybody and smoke down and this and that, but you had to weird everybody out, be a weirdo, be yourself, not say a word to nobody, just stalk, intimidate, whatever you think you did. Buddy, I'm just telling you, you better be damn glad that she didn't tell me in the casino. I would have hunted you down. I would have. Cameras, it doesn't matter. Shit, I got bail money, baby. So therefore, you little weirdo, you do you, boo-boo. You do you, and old Devo will be doing Devo, and seek help, get medication, see a pharmacist, herbalist, something, man. Get your tires checked, wash, rinse, and repeat. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Maybe, just maybe. No, never mind. You couldn't, no. So right now, let's kick back and reminisce about the good old days of, and I'm sure, look, man, I'm sure you listen. I'm gonna air this out first. I know most of you guys have seen this video 100 times. All of you guys, you rewatchers too. And Upstate always said, "Oh, I was right there at the edge of the stage. You took a joint away from me." That mofo wasn't nowhere around. He had been gone for years. Man. But hey, like I said, welcome to Fantasy Island, baby. That's where he lives. I ain't kidding you. He's a weirdo. He's a weird one, man. Remember the time when we were young, you and I, it was so much fun. If I needed you would always come hand in hand, just like one. And I can't stop loving you. Everything I do for you. And I keep falling. And I can't stop loving you.
the time I said to you, love of God will always be true. I looked in your eyes, I stopped and stared. For I knew you, I did not care. And I can't stop loving you. Everything I do for you. And I keep falling. I keep falling. I can't stop loving you set me free. I was alone, all by myself, watching you with someone else. And I can't stop loving you. Everything I do for you. Yeah. I keep falling, and I keep falling. I can't stop loving you. I keep falling. And I can't stop loving you. Everything I do for you. Yeah. And I keep falling. I keep falling. I can't stop loving you. I keep falling, I can't
Funny thing about that song right there, man. We were sitting in the computer room one day, me, the bass player, and the guitar player, and we were just sitting there watching. Man, the internet sucked back then too. I mean, you couldn't. Everything was real glitchy. You couldn't watch anything without it stopping or buffing, right? So we're sitting there trying to watch this video about something, and my guitar player goes, "You know something? We don't have no ballad." And I said, "I know." He goes, "Why don't we write one real quick and just write a ballad and just so that we say we got one?" And I'm like, "Okay." So he grabbed his acoustic and he started picking around, and we're talking, smoking weed, and he kept picking around, and then he started picking that haunting near. I was like, "Whoa!" I grabbed a pen and I started writing, and the song, the lyrics was written in 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I had them written on paper. Within 45 minutes, we had played it and then had I sung it completely through. And within an hour and 30 minutes, we had finalized it by changing some words, adding some stuff, taking away. you know, and the guitar was still open, so he could do whatever he wanted to with it. But we had the melody and the rhythm and all that stuff already kind of, you know, it was already a snowball. We just needed to pack it. You know what I'm saying? And when I say packing, I ain't talking about like, you know, chocolate highway, not that kind of packing. Word. Boy, I tell you what, I hope everybody's in a 420 mood, 420 state of mind. Woo! Today's payday. My goodness. I've got quite a bit of coin in the old wallet that started out with 20 bucks, man. I think I got 180 now. Started out, that's not a bad trade. Tomorrow, father-in-law and I are going to go do the tour. I think we're going to Eufaula. And then from Eufaula to Shakota, from Shakota to the Hacienda. We're going to go do a little bit of this and that. There's certain, we get little tips and guides and tips, man, right? I can't really say that. It doesn't matter what you know or who you know. It's all patterns, baby. It's all pattern. And you can tell some machines, man, they I don't play a lot of the newer ones because to me they're expensive to play, you know, 75, 80 cents, man. That's if I was playing on my little nickel machine and I hit, dude, I'd bank, but you know, I ought to do that tomorrow. Play at least $1 on my machine. At least a 20, that's 20 spins, man. I ought to hit something, eh? I don't know. I may videotape myself tomorrow wherever we decide to go, you know, and let you fine folks out there watch and this and that. But man, I hope it enlightened everybody on a few things and stuff. Look, I'm me, I'm Devo, and that's the way it's gonna be. I'm sucking air somewhere. What the hell? Oh, I forgot about the end of it. There we go. Cigar didn't want to light. Ooh, yeah. Look, guys. Look, just because you're raised in the ghetto, don't mean you have to act ghetto. Word. I'm just going to drop some little words of wisdom, you know, for whoever needs to hear it. Somebody out there probably needs to hear this. Some Devoisms. Bing, man. When you're at a party, bonfire party, outdoor party, stop stealing people's lighters. If you use it, give it back. If you're at a barbecue, at a place that it's a friend of a friend, you really don't know this cat. It's not kosher to throw your chicken bones in the bushes. If you're drinking whiskey straight out of the bottle, it's not kosher to be eating peanuts and backwash into it. Hey guys, I hope everybody's weed's doing good. Boy, mine is. God is blessing it. I had to do nothing to it other than weed it out a little bit, this and that, you know, and they're coming on. I ain't taking no pictures of them yet. There will be though when they start budding, which they should start budding here pretty soon. I need to go out there and check them. But and I grow all my outdoor, man, just like I did back in the 80s and 90s and 2000s. Guerrilla grow. What does that mean? I plant the seeds, it pops up, now it's on its own. Now in August and the hot, I will take it water. But the area in which it's in, it's some bomb dirt, man. Kick ass topsoil. Um, Underneath all these trees that have been here for 100 years, and they've all leaves had fallen, turned to mulch, leaves had fallen, turned to mulch, and it starts creating a dirt. So this much of whatever they call topsoil up here, they pushed it, scraped it all the way down about 2 feet and pushed it out here in a big old mound, long, flat, big hump mound. And this dirt is so good. Oh man, anything that grows in it grows double the size that it's supposed to be. It's crazy, man. It's just insane. And believe me, there's a lot of crap that want to grow in it. I had to clear it out. I don't plant there every year because the dirt. I don't want to eat the dirt up. I let the dirt recover. Every other year, I'll plant there, and man, I'll go to clean it out. And there's so much stuff that's growing in it. Briars, sticker bushes, whatever you want to call them, and some little bitty trees that, man, they only get about that big around anywhere else, or that big around anywhere else, right? And they grow everywhere. We call them deer trees. They don't get very big, bush, but it's long and skinny, and it's got limbs on it. In that dirt, man, those things are that big around. I had to take a machete to them. It's crazy. It's just insane. And yeah. So my plants are off in that. It's out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I still duck when I hear helicopters, and mainly they're just helivacs taking people to the hospital or a bad wreck or whatever. But I have to, dun 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 dun. Even though I don't have no shirt on, and yeah, I'm whiter than you know what, so I'm sure he can see me or my red hat. Anyway, yeah, I do a guerrilla grow. Do I feed it? Sometimes, yeah, like in the fall when it starts getting, close to ripe, when it starts when the buds get on it, you can give it some certain things, man. I got certain things around here that I don't have to go get at a store that does the same thing, man. Minerals, or certain kind of, minerals around here, man, that you can crush up and throw on it, man, and it makes these buds just go crazy. And some of the worm dirt that's around here, that's like fertilizer, man. This stuff, you can't put too much on it; it'll burn it up, just like a fertilizer. But it's all natural. You know what I'm saying? All natural, baby. You ain't putting no chemicals in there. You ain't gonna put no chemicals up on that, man. Hell, it's all natural. You know what I'm saying? God's growing. God's curing it. God's making it what it is. He's putting that medicine in there, man. God's making it good for you. He's creating it. Just all you are is a glorified water boy and caretaker. God does the rest, man. Plant will tell you. I'm thirsty. Plant will tell you, hey, man, I'm lacking. Just look at your plant. Look at your leaves. The leaves tell you everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Leaves tell you everything. But I don't expect somebody that hasn't been doing it very long, like 2 or 3 years, to understand what I'm coming from. I mean, there's a lot of things, man, that and the seeds and stuff are different nowadays. Some of these seeds aren't as tough as the seeds I remember back in the day. We used to get Mexican brick, compressed weed, and it'd be seeds all in it, right? Those things would even grow. Some of them were smashed, some of them were destroyed, but there was always one or two, man, that popped up and grew, and it was all bomb stuff. It was good. Well, and we never knew. We never knew if it was a hybrid. We never knew if it was and there wasn't no such thing as a hybrid back then as either sativa or indica. You know what I'm saying? That was either or. Skinny leaf, fat leaf. That's it. You didn't have a plant that had a skinny leaf and a fat leaf, and then some kind of weird alien thing growing on top of it, you know. I mean, today, you know, and everything's so screwed up. It's like an evil scientist went in there and just started making crap, just making everything different, trying to create the best in the world. And all they're doing is just making everything, they're dumbing down all the good strains, man. Hashtag leave my skunk alone. It's just, man, look, I'm afraid we'll never be able to see the true genetics that we knew, we grew up on, we smoked when we were kids. It's like plug and play now when it comes to seeds and seed making. People that do it's just, I mean, and I don't know how to explain it. I mean, weed, if we had, the only thing is the skunk that I remember didn't need no help, man. You didn't need to pull nothing out of it. You didn't need to make it do this, make it better. You didn't need it. It was great the way it was. Could you smoke it all day, every day? No plant you can. You'll get immune to it. You'll get used to it, and you won't get a proper high from it. Other people will. I've run into that when I was buying more than an ounce of weed back in the day. You know, yeah, it was good in the beginning. Or you get a friend that has some weed and it's a pinner joint. I mean, you know, it's a good joint, but it's not a pinner. You know what I mean? A perfect joint. And you draw through it and it tastes so freaking good. You could taste orange, or, you know, you could taste a different taste instead of pine. And then you light it and you take 2 or 3 hits off of it, man, and you're so jacked up, you don't know what's going on. You should be sitting on the couch, right? And you're high for a couple hours. You fire up that same roach, you never achieve that highness again. Sure, you get a little buzz, but you never get couch locked off of that again. I've smoked several strains of that. I don't know why. If I'd have known that was going to happen, I'd have smoked the whole thing. Roger? But anyway. And then, you know, like some stuff, like, okay, I do not like hydroponic weed. Okay. I don't like it because, one, to me, that's my personal opinion, it don't cure right. You can't get a perfect cure on it like you can everything else. I don't know why. It either gets too dry or it's always gets too dry. And another thing, the chrono drying, where they use what the hell, dry ice to dry it. Throw green weed in, pull dry weed out. When you go by, it looks beautiful. It looks absolutely beautiful, right? It don't glisten like it should, but you get it, you buy it, you get it home, you go to roll it up or put it in your grinder, and it just crumbles and turns to powder, man. That stuff sucks. I don't like that either. Good old American flower, baby, cured, and that's something else. Up until about 5, 6 years ago, I didn't know what cure. I never cured nothing, ever. I've forgotten that there was some hanging and hiding behind a closet or a shirt or something in my closet. I had a limb hanging one time that had been there for a while. Well, it was good too, but it never occurred to me, man. You know, put it in a cool, dark place with a fan on it around 60, 50 degrees, 58 degrees, and just let it naturally dry. No sunlight, no light. Just let the wind dry it. It's going to take a while. About 6 weeks into it, that's 6 to 8 weeks. That's that sweet spot, man. Anything before, it's going to be a little sticky. Yeah, it's going to be, you know, icky, but you want it to be, yeah, beyond the stem breaking. You know what I mean? About another week beyond the stem breaking. If you can break the stem on it, it's dry. Not really. Not really. Depends on how it broke, what it sounded like, how it felt, you know, a lot of factors. And I've cured mine in here in my closet, man. You know, with the fan, dark light, never. I had a big old wooden box in there that was about 3 foot by 2 foot with metal screen on it, like screen. And I dumped all my buds on that. Cut a little hole one end, put a fan in it, a little bitty fan. It goes out, it just naturally just flows up, and it dries it. It dries. Once it gets to a certain stage, then you put it in on a tray, separated from everything, and just leave it. Or a box, pizza box, right? Lay it out, separated, and just leave it. Every week or so, go in there and flip it. Man, 6 to 8 weeks, you're going to be so stoned. Then you can use it for, now look, in the early stages, you can use it for hash. You can press it. You can make your dabs and all that stuff out of it. I'm talking about smoke. I mean, if you're trying to create a really smooth, good, clean smoke, weed flower, like a great joint, something, say for instance, something like a cigar wrap, and you want it to taste like a cigar. Wraps usually do though. A lot of tricks of the trade, man. A lot of tricks of the trade. But today you got people growing indoors under lights. When you hear some of these channels, man, you go to some of these grow channels, it's like mad scientists. They start talking about computer programs. I give it this many milliliters, this, that, and I've got a special lizard that takes away all the bugs and shit. It's just craziness, man. One, why do you want to remember all of those figures, all of those measurements, all of this, that, and the other thing, man? I mean, yeah, their plants look good and all that. I don't know. I've never tried, other than some guy gave me some samples of some auto. But other than that, I've never heard people say, "Oh man, this auto's 100 times better than a regular photo." I've never heard that. And you don't hear people making dabs and shit out of auto. Maybe they do. Maybe I just don't know. Maybe I'm not in the loop. Maybe I'm semi-retarded or something. I don't know. Maybe I was told that and I just didn't retain it. Maybe I was thinking about something else when y'all were talking about that. You ever think about that? Huh? That's what I'm saying. I mean, I wonder. Oh, I'm sure. I'm most definitely sure. But yeah, like I was saying, man, that darn upstate, man, he had to show his ass tonight. So yeah, I don't think it'd be safe for me to even be around him. And yeah, I mean, if you're gonna stalk somebody, man, why wouldn't you stalk me? Huh? Why would you do that to the old lady? She ain't got no skin in the game, bro. She ain't got no skin in the game. But your little weird ass has went over the line this time. And no, like I said, you do you, boo boo. You need to kind of email me step by step what I need to do to take this over. My email, or I'll send you my email somehow. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Hey, you can't look. Don't shoot the messenger. But yeah, his little weird ass got his little ass in trouble this time. With me. Until next time, man. Don't filter the bullshit and try to retain what's real. I'll tell you the truth, and then if I'm lying, I'll tell you that I'm lying. Until next time, peace, love, and weed. Listen, if you're going to be weird at home. You peace